So a traveling swordsman, a frog, and a cave woman walk into the palace of the most technologically advanced civilization that the world has ever seen. What could possibly go wrong? What's up, everyone? This is All Destroyer 229, and welcome back to Let's Play Chrono Trigger. Last time, we went into the crater where Lavos fell, and it brought us to a gate which led us to 12,000 BC, at the height of the Zeal Empire. An empire fueled by magic and discovery, where they use the power of Lavos as their primary energy source. I don't see how that could possibly go wrong. In this episode, we're going to continue exploring the palace. We've already learned quite a lot about some of the various things that we've seen before. But let's take a look at this machine. What is going on here? This is the source of Zeal strength, the Mammon machine. It draws and magnifies the infinite power of Lavos. Okay, that doesn't seem foreboding. The Mammon machine is moved to the Ocean Palace. We can extract even more energy from Lavos. The ultimate dream of eternal youth and life is now possible. Oh, Almighty Queen, our kingdom of Zeal will reign forever! Yeah, well, I'm from the future, and I say you guys are boned. When the Mammon machine was finished, the Queen changed almost overnight. Oh. Just between us, I heard that anyone who opposes her, and not just the Earthbound ones, vanishes. Oh, so she's crazy. Well, I mean, you are tempering with the power of a being that will destroy the world, so yeah, I imagine that she doesn't exactly have a full deck of cards. Oh! Melchior, who opposed the Queen's plans, was vanished. You're not thinking who I am, are you? Interesting. So, Melchior was flown through time as a punishment? That seems weird. Certainly one way of getting rid of someone, though. Throwing them into a different time period. The three gurus made the Mammon machine from the royal family's red rock. Melchior, who was studied much about Lavos, was in charge of the plans, but then he disappeared. Very interesting. It explains how he was able to, well, explains how he knows about the Masamune, but that still doesn't explain how the Masamune was engraved with his name. Magic is strong enough to control the extraction of energy. No, magic strong enough to control the extraction of energy is needed to control the Mammon machine. And what happens if it doesn't? What happens if we press this button? We can't do anything. I mean, it's shiny. It's a button. Apparently, it's an aesthetic button. It doesn't do anything. Okay, so we learned a bit more about Melchior. Let's maybe head in here. Oh. No wonder that seemed familiar. It is exactly the same! And there is a way to open it! And, well, I guess we need to charge up the pendant first, and then we can do that. No one may enter while the Queen is away at the Ocean Palace. Your pendant! It looks just like Shala's. I heard that when Shala communes with the Mammon machine, her pendant starts to glow. To open the door from the outside, an item like Shala's pendant is needed to break the seal. Okay. Well then. Let's head back to the machine then. Maybe we can do something now? Did that change the pendant at all? Let's see. Nope, it's still just called the pendant. But if it's charged, does that mean we can open this now? Ayla, go! No fear, Chrono! What doth challenge us now? I agree. Let's go. Interesting. Who are you? How did you get in here? Your Majesty, they are the evildoers I warned you of. How dare you think you could oppose me, you foreigners! You're worse than the gurus! Fools! Dalton! Take them away! Yes, ma'am. By your leave. Golem! Okay. Iron orb reduces... Oh! Wow! That kind of sucked. Okay. Frog, you do that. Ayla! Ayla, wait, what the... What just happened? I should have... Okay. I need to heal. Slurp kiss. Wow, that is super messed up. Okay. Revive frog. Yeah, this thing's techniques just instantly murder someone. Slurp kiss. Okay, well, this is really bad. That really caught me off guard. What the freaking hell? And I can't run away either. Wow. Wow, I just got murdered. Fear not. You won't die. Immediately, that is. But by the time we're through with you, you'll be begging us to end your suffering. What a delicious diversion. Idiots. What will you do, Shala? Let us rescue them. I think it's useless. Besides, if they escape, you'll be in trouble. Don't worry about me. They just might be able to rescue the gurus. Are you alright? Quickly, escape from the palace! And if you can, please rescue Malkinor. He was sent to the Mountain of Woe for opposing the Queen. Please, you have to help him! I'm afraid I can't allow that. Your meddling tires me. You'll just have to disappear. You mustn't! Huh? Stop! Okay, I'll spare them. But in return, you will cooperate, Shala. Now, show me how you came here. So you came in through here. Now, Shala, after I throw them in, I want you to seal the portal shut. No! You can't make me! Obey me! Their lives are at stake. All right. Please forgive me. "'Tis true he hath spared us, but something is amiss. They take energy from Lavos. Lavos not get weak? Thou hast seen elsewhere the crust on the doors that the pendant opens, correct? Okay, so that's where we need to go next. "'Tis time to depart. Hey, Chrono?" Okay, so we know exactly where we need to go from here. However, we have elsewhere to go! Because now we can finally open up those chests. Okay, well, first things first. Well, actually, hold up. Oh yeah, we're all almost dead. I mean, we all technically died. I'm glad that it was actually like a forced loss. Because I was wondering, like, how the heck am I supposed to do this? No more sweet water. Never happened before. Oh, damn it! I needed that! Okay. So... can I maybe rest up in Ayla's hut? Kino? Ayla! Ayla okay? Kino okay? Lava's fall. Reptime's gone. Good. But get cold now. Hurting bad. But Kino not give up. Ayla no worry. Leave to Kino. That's fine. That's fine, Kino, but can we rest? No? Damn it. Okay, well, I could use a shelter, but I'd rather not. I might not have a choice. Wait a minute. Of course I have a choice. What am I saying? I've got techniques. There. Now we're not close to dying. And now we just need to head back on over to the end of time. So, can I get by at least some of these enemies without fighting them? I can get by those guys. Okay, if I'm careful about it, I might actually be able to sneak by without getting into any encounters. Cool. Okay, and now we're back here. Thankfully, though, they didn't take the pendant or the key. So let's go! Okay, so we know where we're supposed to go, but there are a number of things that have opened up to us. Actually, does he have anything to say now that we have Ayla with us? Aha! So you've been to the land of magic. Now that the Pillar of Light is sealed, you'll be needing something that will transport you through time. I recall someone working on such a device, The Wings of Time, I believe he called it. I'm afraid he became a tide psychotic, spending so much of his time doing research. Okay. Well, I'm gonna heal. And we're probably going to... That's probably the scientist that's in the future. But, oh! Hey! Speakio transformed. Alright, sweetheart. Unfortunately, you were born before the magic existed. But you seem to have other skills that will get you by. Okay, so yeah, that explains why Ayla doesn't have access to magic. Because magic is inherent through, Lavos. And she lived before Lavos, crashed down into the earth. Let's see. Actually, I'm wondering if we should talk to Malkinor. Or if we should just head on over to the future. And that's the Protodome. That's Guardia. Oh, which means this... Yeah, that's Bangor. Ooh, we've got options. Well, why don't we head on over to Bangor Dome first? The thing that I'm wondering about is, can I open these things now? The pennant begins to glow. Okay, so yes. So what is through here? A charm top, a full ether, and a wallet. Okay. Any idea what... Let's see. Wallet. Turns experience into gold. And charm top. Charm power up. What? Wait, where? I'm assuming that is a female accessory. Yeah. Charm power up. I think I might be able to, like, cast charm, but I'm not quite sure. I don't have anything that inherently does that. Like, I don't have any spells that inflict charm. Still, this is a good opportunity to just get these things, since I believe the way that these work is that if I can get them in the future, I can then head on into the past and then get the items associated there. But I can't do it reverse, because I would have obviously grabbed the items. What's this? A plant? What's that? Interesting. So there's stuff being done here, too. Finally got through the ruins. I brought the sapling that sprang from the seed. Amazing what you can do when you think you're gonna expire. Interesting. So it made it all the way over here. Is this edible? Don't eat it. Okay, and through here we have 2 more chests and another magic tab. I need to find a better use for these. We also get a gold stud and a full ether. Gold stud. I mean, we have a silver stud. Cuts MP use by 75%. Oh, that does exactly what I thought it would do. Let's see. Ooh, Chrono's next one is life. Bring ally back to life. So then he can basically act as a revive. Oh, and Ayla's next one is charm. Charm is stealing? Wait, so Ayla is a thief too? Dang, I'm liking Ayla more and more. Okay. Well, I would definitely want to give that to Chrono. That's basically an upgrade. I mean, yeah, that just dramatically decreases the MP cost of these skills. Okay, the silver stud, though. I'm not sure what I would want for that. Still, it is just a good idea to just get these while I can. I mean, I know where I need to go. But then there's also the matter of what other places have these and whether it would be a good idea to hold off on getting any that would be in 1,000 or 600. Well, actually, I was thinking of heading through Lab 16, but I think I can avoid that. Oh, wait a minute. No, that involves combat either way. Oh, well, whatever. Even if it involves combat, then I can... I mean, it's less combat that I would need to go through. So, it's not really that big of a deal. Besides, we're a lot more powerful now, so that's not a problem whatsoever. Let's see. So, there's nothing for us in the factory. And we can just very easily walk our way through Lab 32. And we're gonna have to fight the mutants. But we're a lot stronger now. So, hopefully we can just bypass them? Not really. Seem to do just the same amount of damage as we've always been. Although, I think they don't go as often because our speed is that much greater. Oh, well, I think I'll just skip on ahead and probably skip most of the rest of these fights. Okay, so now that we are back, we just head down here, and now we are... Okay, so now we're back at the Eris Dome. I don't remember if there was a door here. Does not appear so. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's any door. And yeah, nothing much else that we can really do. Okay. So, I'm trying to think. Was there... I don't think there was a door down in that dungeon. Yeah, I'm just trying to remember where exactly all of the doors were. Because that's kind of the main point that I'm trying to do right now. Sewer. Oh! Okay, so yeah, I do need to head on over through the sewers. And that's how I reach the main guy that we're supposed to talk to right now. I don't want to talk to Melchior, though. We know where he is. You know, I'm going to do a slight detour. I'm going to go back into the present and talk to Melchior, because he has some splaining to do. I'm also going to just get into a couple fights, just adding Robo and Luca, just to see if they have any extra abilities with Frog. Hey, Blade Toss, and Bubble Snap, and Triple Raid. Triple Raid. My first triple tag! Okay, so first things first. Let's see. So Blade Toss, that's specific with Frog, and Bubble Snap. Okay, so both of those are just utilizing Frog and Robo. But Triple Raid, a Delta attack between Chrono, Frog, and Robo. Very interesting. I kind of want to test that out. I want to throw Luca in there, but I want to test this out. Let's see what this is. Come on, Robo. Triple Raid. Holy crap, that was a ton of damage. Okay, well, that was pretty awesome. I need to do a lot of damage really quickly. I have that capability. Cool. Okay, let's see what Luca has. Red Pin. No triple tech, though, so that's a shame. Red Pin. Burn an enemy with Flame Slash. Okay, so it's combining Frog Sword technique with Luca's fire. Got it. I'm wondering what else anyone has learned in the meantime. There is Ayla's Rock Throw. So I can throw her in as well and see what else everyone's learned. But in the meantime, I'm going back with the classic party because we're here and we're gonna talk to Melkanor. Melkanor, you've got some splaining to do. This weapon represents considerable power. Your actions may either save or destroy life. Wield your sword with full knowledge of the consequences. Wait, can I really not do anything with Melkanor? But we know! We know full well what you are! Okay, can we really not do anything with him right now? Man! Wrath of Dragon! Hey! Okay, so nothing new with Luca or Robo, but it looks like there was something new with Marley. Let's see. Ice Toss. Which, okay, pretty self-explanatory. I will go ahead and... how do I want to have my party composition for this? Well, you know, we haven't used Luca in a while, so why don't we bring her along? But I also want to bring along Robo. Let's keep Ayla for the time being. Actually... Wrong button. I just remembered this. Let's see, so if I wanted to... Interesting. So, considering Charm is effectively Steel, giving her that accessory, it would lower her evasion by a lot, but it would increase the success rate. Well, let's see how this goes, and then we'll see whether or not I want to invest in trying to steal stuff. I just need to remember how exactly to get through this, which, thankfully, I think I figured it out. Hooray for doing these things in advance! Let's head on over to the Keeper's Dome, then. We're running pretty low on time, but I did cut out quite a bit. Hi there. Oh, the professor's programming was, in a sense, his own eulogy. Soon I too will be able to sleep forever. But first, there's one thing I must do. Program error. My memory banks have failed. Interesting. So he's a cyborg in the guise of a new? Also, it looks like the professor's no longer here. Doesn't look like I can use those terminals. But we are supposed to head through here. So what's beyond the door? Huh? What are these? To those who open the door. I am Balthazar, the Guru of Reason. I once lived in the Kingdom of Zeal. A great disaster in Zeal somehow threw me into this era. To my surprise, Lavos exists here, and I suspect in other periods as well. Eons ago, Lavos descended from the heavens. Burrowing deep into the world's core, he began to consume our planet's energy and grow stronger. That we already kind of figured out. Lavos disappeared briefly when he was summoned away by a mighty wizard who lived in Guardia in the year 600. In 1999, Lavos claims this area and reigns from high atop Death Peak. Lavos continues to replicate like a giant parasite. He is consuming our world. That part I did not know. So Death Peak is where he's there, and explains why we can't go up there. Forced to live here, I continue to conduct research on Lavos, but I am growing old. And it's impossible to keep sane in such trying times. Before I lose it completely, I shall safeguard my data and my ultimate creation. The new? How I long to return home. But I have grown frail. So you who have opened the door, I leave things in your hands. Only by mastering time itself do you stand a chance against Lavos. The odds will be against you, but you are true heroes. The world is in your hands. Open now the last door, and take what you find there. My last invention. My wings of time. The wings of time, huh? Let's find out. What are these wings of time? It's a spaceship! This must be the invention Balthazar spoke of! What, this thing? It's a spaceship! It's a spaceship that can go through time itself! How do we get in? How do we get in? I'm slightly confused. How the heck do we get in this thing? Oh. Scared you, didn't I? It's me, Balthazar. I copied my memory into this thing. What do you think? I think that's mighty impressive, because I really didn't expect you to be alive. Anyway, there's something I need to explain. Namely, how to transcend time. Press the Y button for a time gauge. Wait, what? Then use the L and R buttons to select an era. Oh yeah, before you go, why don't you... name my time machine. I get to name it. I get to name it! You know, I think that's a pretty good name as is. The Epoch. Hop aboard! Instructions for the time machine are as follows. So Y button displays the time gauge, and the L and R buttons control the destination. Press the A button to board and get off the device to warp through time. let's take off. Interesting. So now the freaking titles, seeing Chrono makes a hell of a lot more sense. Okay. So interesting. So I can go through time to all these different time eras. So we have the end of time. We have 2300, which we're already there. We have 1999, which would be a terrible idea. The year 1000, the present. 600. 12,000 BC. 65 million BC. So we've already seen every single time era that there is. Okay. Well, the game expects us to go to the Dark Ages. Why don't we give this a test run to head back to the present, though? Epic alive? Traveling at warp speed? Epic's capable of this? Okay, where are we? Ah, okay, we're on the southern continent now. Cool. Ooh, there's actually something I want to check while we're here. And that is not this house. I want to check at the mayor's manor. Person I like most? My dad, of course. Ah, it seems like we've changed time. Share and share alike. Help the needy. Think about making that the town motto. I love my daddy. Okay, so yeah, it looks like we've changed something for the better by just giving that woman that jerky. I wish my husband were a little less generous. Great, so everyone except his wife now loves him. That's a little odd, but okay. Everyone thinks Dad's generous. Does that mean they think he's cool? Who knows? Alright, and then we have the chests, which... we get a white vest, and a black vest. Okay. So I'm thinking that we've gone through everything that we need from the future. Let's take a look at these vests and then we'll call it a day. Ooh, the same amount of defense as the Dark Mail. One absorbs half of lightning hits and the other absorbs half of shadow hits. Oh, wait. Oh, I guess it is the same defense power as the Ruby Vest. Okay. Not as good as the Mesomail, though. Or the Mist Robe. But that ability sounds very nice, so those are definitely worth hanging on to. Okay, well, with that, I think we are probably good to call it a day here. So, next time on Let's Play Chrono Trigger, we can certainly see what more we can do with opening these chests. I'm kind of hoping that there isn't something over at the Apocalypse. But I kind of don't want to check because I'm pretty sure that would just toss us into Endgame, which would also be really bad. Although while we're here, let's maybe see if Taban has anything new for Luca. Oh, you're just in time. Cool, the Taban suit. It's my finest work, the ultimate defense for my daughter. And something else too, the Taban helm. Okay. Hey, Luca. Okay, so 2 more items, which I'm also assuming are exclusive to Luca. Yep. Okay, so the Taban suit Damn! Speed +3, which Luca could definitely use. And gives fire resistance. Okay. What about the helm? Magic defense +10. Sure. Okay, that's pretty good. I mean, that is a really good defensive boost, plus gives fire resistance. It'd be crazy not to give that to Luca. Is there anyone else who could use... Yes. Okay, so Rock Helm seems to be the, less... like, the least valuable, for lack of a better word. And the rest of the stuff, yeah, it's not as good as the Mist Robe, but it's still worth hanging on to for the time being. So, cuts fire damage by 50%. So, does the absorption mean that... I mean, it's different than cut, which is... sounds like a resistance. But this literally, it says absorbs. So I'm assuming that that means I heal for half of the lightning damage that I would be inflicted. And the same thing with shadow hits. Okay, so those are definitely worth holding on to if I'm having any sort of trouble with specific enemies, or if I get my butt handed to me by a boss and I need to change out my equipment. However, with... oh boy, I am way over time. Okay, we're now going to call it a day here. So, next time on Let's Play Chrono Trigger. We'll see what else we can do about getting some more of these chests, now that we have the ability to open them. That is definitely something that I'm going to want because they have some very nice gear. So, we'll see what more there are. I know there's one in the forest. There's one in an inn somewhere. I think that's back in town. And that's all I remember there being, at least here in the present. And then we can head back to 600 and grab the chests there. I mean, ultimately, we need to use the Epic in order to get back to 12,000 BC. But since we're at a little bit of a break, and we're not prompted into going and doing things because things don't quite... I mean, things are important, but it definitely feels like we have downtime at this point. Which is something I haven't felt like we've really had in a while, even though we technically could. Anyway, we're gonna do a little bit of exploring, gather some of these chests that are scattered throughout time, and then use the Epic to get back to where we're supposed to be. So until next time, everyone, take care.